Welcome back to the channel, good people. Today we're going to do another review, this time on the Razer Kishi. Now you can find this for $99, but it is currently on sale for $59. And there are different versions of this particular controller. This is the, the Android version. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review and see what's in the box. Just so you know, full disclosure, there are 4 versions of this controller that I know of so far. 2 for Apple, 2 for Android. Now this particular one is for Android, where it says Xbox Game Pass. You actually have the option to play Xbox games on the Game Pass. Now granted, it won't be the entire library, but it'll be about 100 games or something like that that are cloud-based. I think they're adding more as they go. On the other hand, there are the different versions strictly for Android games, and that's it. Now this controller can do both, but if you just want one that doesn't do the Xbox Game Pass, which isn't necessary if you don't plan on signing up for this service, because I personally am not going to do that. I have a PC. Then the other one is a little bit cheaper at $79, but on sale for $49. While this one was actually on sale for $59, but at the regular price is $99. So there is a difference, just be aware of that. So first things first with the controller, you have your little Xbox home button right here, or if you're using Android, it actually takes you back to your home screen if you press this button while on the main screen. It's a little bit different than Android, and it's a little bit different on Apple, which I have them both and I review them on separate videos. The Apple one, you just turn it on, done, you're good to go. Android requires some more configurations, and certain games don't work on it. I tried Call of Duty, which is a super important game for people that do the mobile world, and it didn't work. I don't know if NBA 2K works. Certain applications do not work for this, which is a real shame. But if you're an Apple user, fear not, you don't have to worry about that, because it'll more likely work for you for whatever reason. So first things first, we have to go ahead and peel this off. The only thing that comes inside the box excuse me, is the controller itself. Now, right here is your charger port. I just have this covered because I'm actually, I'll peel it for you guys so you can see it. This is actually the charger port right here. There's this little sticky tape around there so it's not damaged. You can actually plug in your phone. Your phone goes inside of here, which I will show you. And if you plug this in, this will actually charge your device itself. So you can actually use this while it's charging your phone, so you don't have to worry about that. This is not battery operated. It's not wireless where you can use it as is. Your phone has to be hooked up to this device. And unfortunately, certain phones will not fit in this if it's too thick. Like my phone just made it, and I'm using the OnePlus N10 5G as a little backup phone. So without further ado, let me show you exactly how this works. So you'll take this back piece right here. You'll pop that off. This will open up. And if you're trying to fit it, just make sure you're looking at me do this, fit it in properly. And then you press the back piece in to fit it back to its original setting. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, pop this off. We're gonna open it up. All right, let's go ahead and grab the little Android phone for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and use that OnePlus N10 right here. All right, so let's tap the application. This is the Kishi app. It'll let me know if it's connected right now. Unfortunately, I tried to test it. This game did not work. Now, granted, they'll probably do updates that allow games like Call of Duty and PUBG to work. But as of right now, unfortunately, Call of Duty isn't working. Thank God I have Apple and iPhone, so there you are. But I will actually show you how Badlands works on this. So as you can see, nothing's connected at the moment. We're gonna go ahead and connect this. Let's see, all right. And then hold this back like so. So as you can see, this isn't big enough to fit a phone with a case. And the reason it doesn't do that, I was wondering the same thing at first, and the reason it doesn't do that, if you allowed a case to fit inside of this, then the phone itself would always be loose for those that don't have a case on their phone. Is it possible for it to get damaged like this? Absolutely. But it is snugly fit into the grooves that you see right here. So the phone isn't moving. It's actually very, very snug. This phone is like 6.4, 6.5 inches, and it just made it. So if you look at the thickness of the little groove that you see right here, other phones can fit, But if you're using thicker phones, like I don't know how the new Pixels are going to work for this. I'm not sure how that's going to fit. I'm not sure how the Galaxy, my wife is, let me get my wife off. That was my wife. So that's it right here. She completely threw me off this video. Anyway, let's go ahead and tap Badlands and press OK. Yes, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go ahead and use the controller for this. Unfortunately, I couldn't use a better game. A lot of games that this controller supports are like Legend of Mana, certain games that you actually pay for. And they're asking for $20 for certain games. That's definitely not happening. At least not with me. All right, so this is Badlands. Let's see how the controller support works. Oh, okay. Actually work. That takes you to the menu. Oh, okay. The thing about Badlands is that you just hold the button and you're floating. Okay, so it does work. As you can see, I'm pressing the button right now. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you a much better game at the moment because the thing is very limited in what it can do for certain games. Now, if I say it's weird, but one of the things that iOS has that Android doesn't is they actually have app support. You may not like some of their phones or the fact that it costs a lot of money, but they do take the time to actually, support the applications that they make. While Android, when you saw where in the beginning of this video, when I actually connected this thing, it actually said, what was the word? May not be supported. Call of Duty Mobile, one of the hottest games on Android, isn't supported. Okay. If that's the choice you guys want to make, that's fine. Now, of course, you still do have the option to touch the screen for touch controls because this is, in fact, a phone. Or you can just use this button right here, what is it, A button? Yep, the A button. This controller does have top buttons, L2, L1, which is really the triggers for Xbox. So if you're playing a game that, like using one of the Xbox Cloud games, that will work for you. If you're hitting the home button, it will take you home on Android. On iOS, it didn't actually do that for me, but on Android it did. And if you're swiping like this, you hit the home button, it'll take you back to the main page, which is pretty funny that it actually gives you the option to use some of these features. If you hit this button right here, it actually brings up your applications like your, I don't know why it does this. This is really weird that it actually does this. Like normally when you hold the phone, right? Bring it back. When you hold the phone, it brings up that feature up where you could change the background. You have the option down here for widgets, wallpaper, amongst other things. But for some reason, they allow you to do that on the device itself. And if you press some of the buttons over here, it will go into certain applications. I don't know what they were thinking. I know Android is pretty free where you can just put a USB on the bottom and use the Xbox controller or whatever it is that you want. But let me get that out of here because my wife is messaging me. I will get back to her in a second. And she's still messaging me. All right, so anywho, that's the video. If you're interested in this particular product, it is pretty cool. Like I said, if you're not interested in Xbox Game Pass at all, I'll show you this box. They have this controller where it strictly works with just Android games, and that's it. Remember, there are other games that do controller support, like, what is it called? I can't think of some of the games, like Bloodstain and a few others do have real controller support. The problem is that you have to look at the list of games that this actually allows. Now, if you're using this on Apple, it's already going to be supported. There's no extra software to download. That menu that you saw where it showed may not be compatible doesn't even come up with Apple devices. It's just simply connect, make sure it's updated, and you're good to go. But I will do a video on that shortly after this one. So if you like this, if you have any questions or you want me to try out certain games, I would definitely do that for you, like NBA 2K or whatever it is that you want before purchasing this controller, and pretty much going through what I went through where certain applications I expected to work did not. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, be safe.